Finally, the Israelites arrived near Canaan, the promised land. God told Moses to send spies there. Moses picked 12 men. He said to them, "See what the land is like. See whether the people are strong or weak. What kind of towns do they live in?"
Can you do it a little bit slower?
The men went and checked out the land. They cut up a branch with grapes on it. After 40 days, they returned. They said, "The land is beautiful. It is filled with plenty of food."
Can you try that again? The second picture.
It is filled with plenty of food. Here is its fruit. 10 of the spies said, "But the people there are big and strong. We fed like grasshoppers beside them. We cannot beat them." But Joshua and Caleb said, "The Lord is with us. Don't be afraid. Let's go and take the land. The Lord will give it to us." Then the people of Israel grumbled, "Why is God bringing us here only to be killed? We had better go back to Egypt." God said to Moses, "They do not have faith in me. Not one of them will enter the land except Caleb, Joshua, and children. For 40 years they will wander and die in the desert."
Good job.
Finally, the Israelites arrived near Canaan, the promised land. God told Moses to send spies there. Moses picked 12 men. He said to them, "See what the land is like. See whether the people are strong or weak. What kind of towns do they live in?" The men went and checked out the land. They cut off a branch with grapes on it. After 40 days, they returned. They said, "The land is beautiful. It is filled with plenty of food. Here is its fruit." 10 of the spies said, "But the people there are big and strong. We felt like grasshoppers beside them. We cannot beat them." But Joshua and Caleb said, the Lord is with us. Don't be afraid. Let's go and take the land. The Lord will give it to us." That night, the people of Israel grumbled, "Why is God bringing us here only to be killed? We had better go back to Egypt." God said to Moses, "They do not have faith in me. Not one of them will enter the land, except Caleb, Joshua, and children. For 40 years they will wander and die in the desert."
You did a good job.
Finally, the Israelites arrived near Canaan, the promised land. God told Moses to send spies there. Moses picked 12 men. He said to them, "See what the land is like. See whether the people are strong or weak. What kind of towns do they live in?" The men went and checked out the land. They cut off a branch with grapes on it. After 40 days, they returned. They said, "The land is beautiful. It is filled with plenty of food. Here is its fruit." 10 of the spies said, "But the people there are big and strong. We feel like grasshoppers beside them. We cannot beat them." But Joshua and Caleb said, "The Lord is with us. Don't be afraid. Let's go and take the land. The Lord will give it to us." That night, the people of Israel grumbled, "Why is God bringing us here only to be killed? We had better go back to Egypt." God said to Moses, "They do not have faith in me. Not one of them will enter the land except Caleb, Joshua, and children. For 40 years they will wander and die in the desert."
Very good job.